Hi, my name is Ms. Voss. As I'm recording this video, I'm actually getting married this Friday, and my new married name will be Mrs. Knipple or Mrs. K, which is another reason why I will not be at orientation, but I am excited to be working with the fifth grade class this year and getting to work with a lot of you parents again. As I taught your children in second grade, and to the new parents, I'm very, very excited to be working with you. A couple fifth grade specific policies. A big thing that we focus on in fifth grade is organization, and that includes organization of our homework folders, our assignment notebooks, and our desks and cubbies. Just as we're in fifth grade, we're trying to get them a little bit more independence and to just keep track of the things that they have. Another thing specific to fifth grade is a lot of students are starting to get phones is to make sure that they turn those phones in every day when they get to school. They'll be locked up and then be given back to the students at the end of the day. Students need to have gym shoes that will stay at school. And then if you've got any treats, especially just as COVID is still very much a thing, please just contact me about treats for birthdays or for any other reason before bringing them into school. We have dismissal at the end of the day at the bottom of the ramp by school, so that's where you'd be able to pick up your child, and that is at 3:30 every day. As far as any rescue inhalers, EpiPens, any medication, please talk to the office before sending that to school with your child. Something that we do school-wide is Love and Logic, along with our recovery process. A couple things with Love and Logic. These 6 rules is just I'm always going to treat your child with respect so that they know exactly how to treat me, but also how to treat others. They are welcome to do anything that doesn't cause a problem for anyone else in the class, and we will go through on the first day of school what is causing a problem for other people. If there is a problem being caused, I'm going to ask your child to solve that problem. If they can't solve it or choose not to, that is when I will step in to do something. And what I do will depend on the special person and the special situation. Every one of your children is very unique and needs to be handled in a special way, and that's going to be um, the best way to handle it for them. And if ever they feel something is unfair, they can just whisper to me, I'm not sure that's fair, and we'll definitely talk about that and sort that through. So if ever you have your child coming home and they're upset about something that happened to school or happened at school, I would love if the first question you asked is just if they talk to their teacher about it, because that's something that we want to be able to handle conflict with other people and solve that together as a team. As far as our recovery process, the goals of that is that the teacher can teach and the other students can learn. We've got 26 students in our class this year, and we don't want one student taking away learning from those other students. We want all of the students in class able to learn. The point of recovery is not to punish or embarrass the student, it's not to solve the problems for them. It's not an excuse for not trying to help the student. The goal of recovery is to give your child thinking time so that they can solve their problem um, and take care of it, find a solution, and be back in class. As far as our homework policy goes, homework needs to be turned in before 8 o'clock the day of school. So when students come into school, I'm going to call them up and collect their homework. As far as if there's incomplete homework, that's going to be resolved they right away. And that might be a loss of privileges such as recess or if we're having different activities. But that's going to be resolved that day and not put off. I am going to do my best to contact you if there's any missing work the day of or if it's starting to become a chronic or ongoing problem. Outstanding absent work is another thing that's really important. I understand that students might miss a day here and there, but then that absent work needs to be turned in as soon as they return to school. Grades are something that can definitely be fixed. I never want your children to be discouraged from trying to better their grades. We've got a lot of time throughout the quarter to continue working on and improving the grades. We do have in the 5th through 8th grade an academic probation policy. If you'd like to read through this all, I'd encourage you to just pause the video. Otherwise, I'll kind of sum this up that we will have progress reports sent home every week that will inform you of your child's progress at midterm, which is about 4.5 weeks into the quarter. And at the end of the quarter, your child's GPA will be reviewed. If it's below 1.0, that's when we would work together with Mr. Harvey and put together an academic plan. And then that student would have the next 4 or 5 weeks to raise their GPA above a 1.0. If they don't accomplish this, then we'd kind of review that academic plan and review how that student is doing. And then what we'll do is kind of based on a student-to-student basis of whether they repeat the grade or be removed from school. And that's something that we kind of look at midterm and the end of a quarter. As far as grades go, I never want it to be a blind side at midterm and quarter. Grades will be updated daily in GradeLink, so if you do not, I would encourage you to download the app or bookmark the website so that you can easily log into GradeLink to check your child's grades. Progress reports will also come home the first day of every week. Those should be signed and returned the following day. For all of our extracurricular activities, eligibility is determined by midterm and quarter grades, and that is where a 2.0 GPA is required. Going on, we do have Power Hour from 3:30 to 4:30, and it's a little bit different. In the 5th grade, we really focus on just educational support for homework, missing or absent work, and this is more focused on students with GPAs below a 2.0, as we want to really reach those students and help them so that they don't fall below that 1.0, and we never want to get them close to academic probation. So Power Hour is by invite only. We'll work together to talk about the best days for your student to attend so that we can get that. And again, that's from 3:30 to 4:30 with 4:30 pickup time. As far as attendance goes, absences and tardies, hopefully this is something that will never go beyond, is 10 excused, 10 unexcused, and then tardies is a 10 per quarter limit. Please do your best to have your child there by 7:55. I understand life happens, and if for some reason you are going to be late, especially past 9 o'clock, please just send me a text, give me a quick phone call, and let me know that your child's still going to be there so that they can have lunch provided. As far as Chromebooks go, each student receives their Chromebook, and they'll have that until they graduate in 8th grade. And for the most part, we will never have that leave the school building. If it does, your child will have a permission slip to fill that out. Chromebooks are a privilege, not a right. So that's something that we really want to focus on, is how to be a good digital citizen and use our Chromebooks properly. Looking at field trips, we're going to be going on a couple field trips this year. That's run from classroom to classroom, and the cost per field trip is $5 per student. We go a variety of places. The couple of things that would need to be done for your child to attend the field trip is that they don't have any missing work, that they wouldn't have had any detentions or any major ongoing chronic behavior issues. Looking at some of the extracurriculars, that's something I'm really excited to be back this year. We've got soccer and volleyball, which are both in the fall. Basketball in the winter. We've got forensics, spelling bee, math track, handbells, lighthouse, or chess. Those are all awesome extracurriculars that are available to 5th graders. Our goals for 5th grade, my goal is that your child takes little or no work home. I want to work really hard from 8 o'clock till 3:30 so that they're able to do those extracurriculars after school. Rest. I want them to have that balance of school and home life. So that doesn't mean that they won't ever have homework, but if we're working hard all day, they should be taking little or nothing home. I want to, with fifth grade, professionally complete a variety of projects. It's not just going to be notes all day or assignments all day, but doing a variety of different projects where they get a hands on approach to their learning. I would love for the fifth graders to be involved at Garden Homes, whether that be through extracurricular activities, different outreach programs we have, but ultimately I want them to be prepared to move on to the sixth grade. And to do that, I truly believe that you as a parent, myself, and your child all need to be on the same page. We all need to be as the same team. So just working together, because ultimately I believe that all of these are the same goal you want for your child. So just constant communication of how we can best help your child succeed. If you ever need to contact me, my cell phone is written right here. Feel free, even as you're watching this video, just to send me um, a text and just give me your name, your child's name, so that I can put that in my phone right away, or an email. You can look for an email once a week just to kind of give you any fifth grade updates. If you ever have any questions throughout the week, feel free to either send me an email or phone call or text, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I am looking forward to an awesome year being back fully in person, and hopefully that we're able to accomplish that all year. Um, just as we go throughout the year, and especially these first couple weeks, feel free to reach out with any concerns or questions or anything you might have. Otherwise, I'm looking very forward to this upcoming year.